What's up, everybody? This is Carl from Techful Goodies, and today we are taking a look at the ShineGiant 600-watt power station, okay? Now, this is a beefy boy. It's really sturdy, and I want to be able to show it from the top-down view here because it does have a lot of really good features in it. So I've had it out of the box, and I've been using it, and it has been absolutely great. So when they contacted me and said, hey, would you like to try out our power station? I said, absolutely, because I wanted to be able to start using it in situations like camping. I go down fishing, I do all sorts of outdoor activities in the backyard, and I usually don't have power. I have to rely on those small little power banks, and that doesn't power everything, right? Those just power your devices. Whereas this has multiple ports on here to power up to, I believe, 9 different devices. We'll give it a try and see how that works out. Now, this one here in particular is the 600-watt version, which allows you to power a lot of different devices. They also have a 300-watt version you can check out, but for this video, we'll check out the 600-watt here. So on the front of this, you can actually see that it has 3 different USB 3.0 ports. That's going to give you that higher, faster charging on some of your devices. Let's say your phone or your tablet. It's going to charge those faster. It also does have a power delivery USB-C, which is also going to give you the higher charging or the fast charging. So that's going to work good for my iPhone, which has a USB-C interface. The thing that I do like about this is that you have the ability to kind of turn on and off the different areas. If I want to turn on just this upper area right here, I can do that. I can also turn on the AC plugs right here. So you can see on the screen, hopefully it's focusing there, is that over here on the right side, you can see AC is now lit up. I can also turn on the DC port right here, which is sort of your car socket. They have it covered up here for protection. So if you want to be able to plug in something that uses a car socket, you can do so. And it also has a DC input output. Now, if you want to charge it using a different kind of DC input, you can do so. But it also has DC output. So if you want to power something that requires a DC jack, you can do so. In the box, they do give you the 2 different cables here. So they give you a standard sort of power cable here that you can use to charge the device itself. They also give you sort of this car jack or this DC jack with a DC port on the other side if you want to be able to charge devices that require that DC input. It has a 345.6 watt hour battery in it, and that's capable of producing 600 watts output. They do say you can go charge the whole device here from 0 to about 80% in 1 hour, which is really, really good, right? If you're out camping or something like that, you can bring this back, charge it up, take it off with you down to your fishing spot or whatever, and you have that power that you need. Now, again, I did say it was kind of a chunky boy here. It is pretty heavy, but it is actually only about 8.8 pounds. So you can pick it up and kind of take it around with you if you want to. A good situation I can see for my use, again, like I said, camping and stuff like that. But I have a 3D printer that I have that runs a long time. And if you've done 3D printing, you know something like that actually takes a really long time to print. It might take up to 24 hours to do a 3D print. What I want to be able to do is I can go ahead, plug this into the wall, and plug my 3D printer in there, and it acts as a UPS or a backup power supply. So if the power to my house were to go off in the middle of that print, and again, some of these prints can take up to multiple days. If the power goes off, my print is ruined and I have to start from scratch. In this particular case, I would have it plugged in and it would continue to function, and the low power required by the 3D printer, it would probably finish off with absolutely no problem using a battery like this. But that's just my simple use case scenario. There's tons of different uses for this. If you're in the backyard and you want to have a movie night and you want to bring your projector out and you want to bring out your phone and charge that, or play the video off of your iPad to the projector and put it up onto the screen, you can use this with, because it is legitimately a portable power station. I'll give you another example. One time I wanted to bring a crock pot on a trip an hour away to a friend's house, and I wanted to keep it warm. I had one of those old inverters. I plugged it into the car, boom, blew the power to the inverter, blew the fuse, couldn't use it. This, on the other hand, you plug it in there, bring it with you, keep it warm the whole way, and you're good to go. So again, like I said, across the board, there's a lot of different use cases. On the top here, you also have a MagSafe charger. So if I want to go ahead and hook my phone up, I can do so, and it'll charge my phone just by setting it onto top of this. So if I don't happen to have a cord or anything like that, I can use the MagSafe charging on the top. So what I think this device does is give you a lot of flexibility in how you use it. On the front of the screen, you can actually see the time to empty, you can see the percentage, you can see the total output power right here. So I'll go ahead and do a couple things here. I will plug in my iPad that's charging, that's showing my video, my other iPad, so both of those should start to charge. I will actually plug in my light over here that I usually have on. All right, so now my light's back on. Got that plugged in. Let's see, I'm putting out output power of about 14 watts. I'll go ahead and plug in my LED sign right here, which blinks terribly on my front camera, which is why I never use it, because it shows too many blinking lights on my camera. So that's plugged in. Sheesh, what else can I plug in? I'll also plug in my MacBook here, get that charging. It's a little bit of an older MacBook, but still needs a plug to plug in. There we go. So that's charging now, and it's using a total of 51 watts. So you can see I have all these things plugged in here. I've got my light, I got this, this. Anyway, that kind of shows you the power of having a power station like this. No pun intended. No matter where you're at or what you're doing, you have the flexibility to be able to charge a bunch of different devices or just use them outright. Like I said, I have this big sort of light back here that I always use in the background. If I unplug it and it's off, plug it back in and it's on. Right? So I think my next step for this will actually be to look into some solar panels to be able to plug into this, to charge this using solar, because when you're out camping, I want to make sure that I can keep this topped off and not always take it over to where I have electricity if I have electricity at all. So I think that'll be a good test for this. That'll be my next step. There are other situations where I want to use power tools like a drill or a jigsaw or something like that. I have a camper where I go camping. I need to do some repairs. I need some power. I need portable power. This should be good to go. So anyway, I hope this helped you out. This is definitely something to look into if you're looking for a portable power station. It does seem really well made, and I'm looking forward to being able to use this to its full extent. If this video helped you out at all, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. As always, I'd love to see you back. But this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.